Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Now Huda Beauty has come out with a collection for the fall winter. Um, this is called the Winter Solstice Collection. Now she came out with a Summer Solstice collection. Wait, it wasn't a collection. It was just a highlighter palette which is called Summer Solstice. But since it is like a holiday season, it's kind of a collection that she's come out with, which is called the Winter Solstice Collection. And in this collection you have the palette, highlighter palette. Then you have also the lip glosses, which she calls the lip strobes, which are just sheer lip glosses which are metallic, which has this reflective shimmers in it. So yeah, you have 4 minis here, and then you have this highlighter palette, and they all have this icy kind of theme going on. I have not been very impressed or very happy with Huda's highlighter palettes, but her marketing is so amazing. It always draws me in. I don't know, I feel that they're kind of on the drier side. I don't know guys, they're not the best at all in my opinion. So anyways, this had like kind of an icy theme going on, and she also has like holographic powders, which she has not done before. I think the permanent ones are the pearly kind of thing, and then the golden sand kind of thing, and then the Summer Solstice was the purple kind of palette, which I don't think it was good at all. So this is a holographic, and this doesn't have any mirror, and this retails for $45 or $40. Let me quickly check that for you guys. How much is it? $45, guys. It's definitely, personally for me, I think it's kind of expensive, but it's like you get a lot of product. Each pan you get like 7 grams of product. Altogether it's like 28 grams of product in this palette. So each pan you get like 7 grams, which is like actually like a full size highlighter. Just for reference, Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfectors in the full size you get 8 grams of product, and a Max Extra Dimension Skin Finish you get 9 grams of product. So I would call these a 4 full size products in a palette, but still I don't know. Anyways, let's look at the actual product. This is her face. As always in all of her products, you would see her face modeling the products. So she has this kind of illusion going on here. And me personally, don't get me wrong, she's a gorgeous woman, and if I want to look at her face, I would just check out her Instagram page. But I don't like that we have her face on the actual product. I would have appreciated if this was on the box, where if I think that this is beautiful, and if I wanted to keep her face, her modeling her products, I would keep the box. But here I'm kind of forced to look at her face, even when I don't want to. Not that I don't want to, but if I don't want to, I don't want to look at her face, if that makes sense. But personally, I don't know, not my favorite kind of packaging so far. But anyways, she has this lip going on, and then the highlighter and the eyes. And then at the back it says highlighter palette, melted cream and powder. As always, she has one of them is a cream. This is a cream and the rest are powders. In Trend Mood's post, when she was kind of promoting this product, I read somewhere that this is a new formula. So I was also interested about that, to see what this new formula is, because I was not very I don't know, the old formula is very mediocre, guys. I don't think that was worth $45 at all. But let's get into the swatches. Let's not waste any more time. And this is a Sephora exclusive, and it is a limited edition palette. And where is this made? Where are you made? This is made in Italy, guys. This is made in Italy. Yeah. Let's get into the swatches. This is called Frosted Kiss, which is actually a pink kind of cream highlighter. I don't know, do you see, guys? This is very streaky even in the swatch. And don't get me wrong, if you use a brush, like a stippling brush, it kind of goes on evenly. But do you see how it applies with a finger? how streaky and patchy it is, that's how it is when you apply it with a finger. So if you're using the shade, I highly recommend the cream shade, which is called Frosted Kiss. Highly recommend you use a stippling brush. With a finger, it kind of looks patchy, and you can't do all this kind of blending in your cheek, on the high points of your cheek. There's a lot of pulling, and it's very, very uncomfortable. Just patting motion is what people usually do. It's what I prefer in sensitive areas like this, not blending with your finger, not like this. So I highly recommend you use a stippling brush, and with a stippling brush it's hard to build it up, and as you can see, it's not very, I don't know, it's with the lights it looks very reflective, but honestly it's not that reflective at all. For a cream highlighter, I feel cream highlighter should be very wet looking, and this is not at all. It's very subtle, especially since I said it has that shortcoming of being patchy if you use your fingers. So you would have to use a stippling brush with the cream highlighter. So if you do that, it's even more subtle. So yeah, there's that. And then we have Arctic Glow, which is actually a blue color, and it's actually really reflective, guys. Do you see how reflective it is? Extremely reflective. Now let me just, as usual, I just want to show you guys brush swatches. So you can see it's pretty reflective, and you don't need a lot at all, guys. I know this is very whitish, so it will leave a white cast if you like keep on applying it, if you do a lot of multiple layers. But as I said, I'm not trying to justify it or anything. You do not need multiple layers at all. It's really reflective, and just one layer would actually do the trick. Now I tried layering this shade over this shade after applying with a stippling brush, but unfortunately there was some kind of skipping and patchiness. So I don't know, I was not happy when I layered this blue shade over this cream. That's what it's meant for, right? You can layer any of these three shades over the cream for that very intense look. I felt it kind of looked very patchy. There was certain areas where this blue shade did not even like appear or layer on top of this cream. So I don't know, I did not like this shade over the cream at all. Personally, I didn't like the cream at all because of the patchiness. So yeah, that's that. Oops, sorry about that. And then next we have Northern Lights, which is like a gold. These powder products are actually very creamy to the touch, very creamy, very smooth. I felt the older shades in the older palettes were very kind of dry and not this reflective, but the shades here are really nice, at least the powder ones. Let's swatch Northern Lights, and that is Northern Lights. It's actually very yellow. I have this, you can see how yellow it is. I have it on the brow bone, and I have it just from here to here, to be honest, and just in the apples of the cheeks here I have the pink color, to be honest, actually. So so I have two highlights going on here. So I have yellow, the shade here, and also on the forehead, the brow bone highlight over here and here. So it is very yellow, as you can see. You can see how yellow it looks. And so me personally, I did overdo it today, so I probably may not apply it so intense because it looks very yellow, like as if I have a little bit of jaundice. So it's kind of on the yellow side. But yeah, it's very reflective, guys, as you can see. It's very reflective, and it's a beautiful highlight. And then we have Winter Rose. Now when I tried layering Winter Rose over the pink shade, I didn't really notice any skipping, probably because both are the same color. So if you want to layer for that very high impact look, I recommend just using the pink over the pink and not these two shades over this. So if you use a pink over the pink, I don't think you would ever notice any patchiness or anything like that. So yeah, that is the pink shade, and as you can see, it's very reflective, guys. It's really nice. So all of the powder highlighters, I can see that there's a difference between these powders and the powders that I saw and used in the previous palettes. These are really creamy and very pigmented and actually very reflective, because the holographic highlighters, you would see that strong shift, you know, when it touches the skin, but they're not this reflective. Usually I would find the pink ones, especially the pink one wouldn't be this reflective, but the one here is quite reflective, so I really like it. Usually you'd find these two shades quite reflective, the gold and the blue. So yeah, those are the 4 shades that you see. And as I said, this, when you use it with the finger, it is quite patchy and it skips. So I kind of made it look even because I actually blended really, I worked it into the skin, but you can't do that when you're applying it. You would actually have to pat here or just use a stippling brush, and I highly recommend you use a stippling brush. And when I tried layering this shade or this shade over this, I could see areas skipping where the product was actually missing. So I don't recommend using these two over this. You can of course use the pink over the pink. Even if there's patchiness, you wouldn't notice anything, and it would be even more intense. The highlighter that I have going on here is just here in the apples of the cheek. I have this pink, and then over here I have the gold. I know it's a little overdone here. You can tell I'm so yellow over here. I know, I was in a hurry. I just wanted to apply it and go out, so I was in a hurry, so that's why. Otherwise I would have definitely blended it out. So yeah, as you can see, it's really reflective, guys. I like how the powders feel on the skin. They do not accentuate any fine lines. They don't like you know, they don't give that dry look. They actually do give that beautiful look. Now let's look at the lip strobe minis. Now the lip strobe minis, as I said, it's another word for metallic lip glosses. That's about it. I have one today on. All 4 are actually on the sheerer side, so that's why I'm not lip swatching them, because not a lot of difference. Well, they are really different significantly, but you would, since they are going to be toppers, the shade that you wear underneath would influence how it looks. You know what I mean? The one I'm wearing today, it looks like a hot pink lipstick, like a very magenta pink, deep pink lipstick, but it's actually a brick red lipstick that I have underneath. And then I have this shade in Charmed, which is actually a peach shade. So it kind of actually changed the lipstick itself, which I like. It's really nice. So let's swatch them, guys, all the 4 shades that I have. This is Bewitched. As you can see, it's a blue shade, and these are sheer lipsticks. I mean sheer lip glosses. They're not completely opaque. You know what, let's just lip swatch it, guys. Why speculate or something like that? So let's just, it's a small accident, sorry about that. So that is Bewitched. So that is that. As you can see, it's a sheer lipstick and lip gloss, and yeah, it does settle in the lines of the lips after a few minutes, and it does feather, guys. So you have to use a lip liner with it. If you don't want it, if you want it to stay in place, you have to use a lip liner with it. So yeah, that is Charmed. I'm dropping everything. That is Bewitched. I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry. This is Bewitched. It's like a very blue, very similar to this, right? This shade is more blue and this has more deeper purple, but yeah. And then we have Hypnotic. Hypnotic is very, again, very purple blue, purple pink, sorry. The first one was more of a purple blue, and this is like purple pink. You guys saw how like reflective and glass kind of finish it gave. That is true, and as you can see on the back of my hand, it does give that glossy look. I'd also remember it does settle the lines of the lips, and it does feather. So yeah, and you can, it is kind of on the grittier side. I can feel the shimmers with all of the 4 glosses. Hypnotic, guys, this is pinkish purple, and this was bluish purple. So yeah. Then we have Star-Crossed, which is, these shades actually match the these shades that we have going on here, but we have two pinks. I don't think there's a pink and a peach here. Both the cream and this last shade is pink. Both are pinks, but we have a peach shade in the lip gloss category in place of the, you know, whatever, this pink or that, the cream pink or the powder pink, I'm not sure. So this looks white, but as you can see, it's very gold. Yeah, and it looks obviously very strange on my lips now, but I think you really need a darker lipstick with this, because it has a strong white base. It looks very silvery. I think a darker lipstick would bring out the gold in it, because my skin, I have dark skin, so it brings out the gold in the gloss. But you really need like a darker, like a burgundy lipstick, or like a really dark red or a brown lipstick. I think it really look good. Now finally is the gloss that I had in the beginning of the video. As I said, I had like a brick red lipstick, and oh wait, I think, yeah, oh, you know what, we should do another swatch, because I think the red lipstick kind of stuck on it. There we go. That is a peach shade, which actually has a lot of red shimmers in it, I feel. So yeah, let's swatch that. Do you see it has a lot of red shimmers in it? I don't know if you can see. So yeah, this has some red, like really deep reddish shimmers. Of course, you can obviously kind of even pass it as like a peach shade. So the shade that I was wearing initially in the beginning of the video was like a brick red shade, and I used this as a topper and this shade as a topper, and it like gave me a very, as you can saw, like a very magenta, like a hot pink look. I don't know how it translated in the video. When I'm filming it in person, it looked like a very, like a tomato pink kind of a look. So I really like it, and I think they are quite transformative. As you can see, they really like stand out on my dark skin. And yeah, the only downside, slight down. I think all lip glosses kind of settle on the lips, and the lines of the lips. So these do as well, and they do feather. So I think it's really nice, you know, idea, the Winter Solstice collection. I really like the powder highlighters going on here. Now, I like it, like I said, but this retails for $45 and you get 4 shades only. But I'm not able to wholeheartedly recommend this palette to you guys, just because of we have only 4 shades here, and one is not very good, to be honest. At least on my skin, it didn't work. And I have to disclaim, I have to tell you guys, I forgot, I should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video. I do not wear a foundation or any kind of makeup base, so I use all of these blushes, highlighters on like just bare skin, just moisturizer and some powder. So I just use it on bare skin, guys. So maybe there might be a difference if you use it over a foundation. I don't know. I'm clueless about that. But on bare skin, the results that I discussed with you guys was how it worked out on bare skin. So I'm just giving you my experience. So yeah, if you like holographic highlighters, I highly recommend the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit. I really like them. You get 6 different shades, and I think they retail for $40, $5 less than this guy, where you get 4 shades, and one is, I don't think it's very good at all. And I think you have all these 3 shades in the Aurora kit. I don't know about this, but you definitely have these 2 shades. I think you have more of like a sky blue for a highlighter instead of this darker blue. So yeah, and you also have a beautiful purple, so you could even mix those two shades. So yeah, these are nice, but I don't like the cream. I like these three. I really do. I like these three, but $45. If I think about recommending this, the Aurora Glow Kit always comes to mind. I'm like, why not that instead of this, you know? Because you get 6 different shades and $40, and you get a wide variety of shades, and all of them are incredible. They work really, really well. They are so reflective and beautiful as eyeshadows and as highlighters. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit over these. But if you think, I mean, if you like these colors and if you're really, really curious if it would work on you, highly recommend you go ahead and try it, because you know, unless you try it, there's no way to know for sure. You have to try it on your skin how it works. So I really like the concept of matching these with this, because if you love holographic, those unicorn, mermaid, whatever the marketing term is, I think this is an overload of all those things. And if you like this, I think you'd really enjoy this set. But me personally, I don't like this. So maybe you could get this set and the Anastasia's Aurora Kit, maybe. I don't know, guys. It's your decision ultimately. For me, this, I like the Aurora Kit over this for sure. Absolutely. There's just one shade in the Aurora Kit which does not work for me, which is a straight up white highlighter. That's the only thing that doesn't work for me at all. It's just straight up white. It's a silver highlighter. But other than that, all the other shades I'm happy with the Aurora Kit. So yeah. What else? Both kits are limited edition, and they are exclusive to Sephora, and this retails for $45. And I'm sorry, I don't think I told you guys how much the kit retails for, the lipstick kit. The Winter Solstice Mini Lip Strobe Collection, that retails for $33, and you get 4 shades in it, and each shade, each of the set, lip gloss, you get 2 ml. That's 0.07 fluid ounce of product, which is definitely a mini size. So yeah, you guys, hope you guys found this video useful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and please subscribe. Bye.